inbound. Step on up. Get on the scale, son. All right. Get off the scale.
I could go into heavy detail.
What is...
I could go into heavy detail. And I will go into heavy detail.
Had to rush over here. Didn't even have time to do anything. Just like, you know what? Gotta get ready. Gotta get ready. And here we are.
Hey now.
Let's see here. Bang. Now it's official, like a referee with a whistle. I don't know. Did anybody hear me drop my cup last show? The thing was so loud. There was like nothing left in it. I mean, there was a little bit, but like that thing hit a concrete floor and it did nothing. Like it didn't dent or nothing. Shout out Yeti. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, it was loud. It was loud and it was embarrassing. And I did it in front of all my friends. So that sucked. Dude, how about McDonough showing up in Trev Time's chat today, shouting out the homie Trev Time. I mean, that's got to be a real kick in the pants. Good stuff. Love it. That's true. The caller did ask. She's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Not really." Because this thing's heavy and my toe's broken, but I'm a showman, so like I keep it moving. I said it didn't have anything in it. It had a little something in it. Nothing major. It had something. We don't know what, but there was something in there. Hold on one second here. Where is she? Miserable bat. So the other day, when I was perusing this entity that is YouTube, like my favorite channels to watch in our, when I say hour, like I even hate putting myself there. I swear to God, I hate it so much. Like I want to quit just right now. Just like, I don't want to be associated with that, but like I have to, like, I don't have to be, but I am. I just dropped another drink. I need more room for my stuff. The show must go on. Not only must it does. It does go on. I dropped my drink again. Can you believe that? But this time there was had a lid. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like my new whatever the frig setup. I don't like it. I don't love it. Nor do I want any more of it. I don't know. I don't like him. Butterfingers. I'm not even butterfingering. I'm just like bumping. I'm butter bumper. Butter bumper. Butter bumper. So anyway, my favorite channels to watch Like I watch a lot of stuff on like World War II. I watch a lot of stuff about what was I watching the other day? It was something stupid. Like Atlantis, the Lost City, and I was trying to think. There was something else that I'd been really interested in watching lately. Oh yeah. Like Whitey Bulger and the Winter Hill Gang. I watch stuff like that. But when it comes to the psychoticness of, and I know that there are people in the chat are like, how could you say that? Dude, PG, her show at like for moments is must watch, then must turn off. But like for a minute, like you watch it and you're like, yeah, all right. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh no. You get a little, it's a little much. And as we listened the other day, it was just absolutely insane. But like, I don't think that there's anybody, and I mean anybody, more like we don't people. Here's what you don't understand, people. You're fighting with an avatar. This is not a real person. She's not real. She says that she's real, but she's not actually real. I mean, she's a I don't know what she is, but she's not real. She's never been real. She could be AI. That, you know what? I think that channel is AI. And if that's the artificial intelligence that we got no problems with them taking over the world. None. And but yeah, she's not real. But yet people want to fight with her like she's real. Like, come on, PG, let's fight. That's why she can say things the way that she says things, and so elegantly. And Linda, thank you so much. Carla Jean Fetter, very nice. I'm gonna play for you a little. I mean, this AI character is amazing. It's unheard of. I've never seen anything quite like it. The lowest down dirty stuff. If this echoes, I'll be really pissed off. I know that. Let me see here. I don't even try and bleep the stuff anymore. So if you have little kids in the room, we're not going to stay on it long. It's just a little clip. But I just want to show you the elegance of the gardens of prayer. It was a dear God, if I shouldn't be doing this, send me a sign. No, we're good. Okay. It was the slip of a lisp. A slip of a what the God said we're cool. So what's up? Okay, so like, and by the way, I have no problem with her talking. Um, uh, the way that she goes about it is like a little rough, to say the least, and it's not proper. And the one thing that I wish that she wouldn't say, well, this is Summer's channel. Oh, horse crap. That's such a stupid thing to say. She uh see, Kathy, thank you so much for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Here we go. It's just like I never heard somebody be so mean. Right. What are we talking about? It ain't, dude. All right, she's speaking for what? Oh, no. Yeah. All right. Oh man. I mean, come on, dude. You're an avatar. It's just like 0 to 100. There's there's literally like nothing. It's just like insane. What she does, she gets so mad so fast. Can you not hear it? Let me make sure here. Oh man. No, I got you. La da dee da da da. No sound. Okay, that's all right. We will have sound here shortly. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Okay, hold on. All right, are you guys ready? And by the way, these memes have got to go.
Way tougher loss. That is absolutely true. I agree. I absolutely agree.
I know. Dude, that sucks. I was laughing. I was having a good time. I was like, me and my friends, dude, we're listening to this. It's funny. People are like, play it, play it, play it, play it, play it, play it. Who's Josh talking to? Play it, play it. And then Josh is just sitting here going, It's just like I'm in a mental institution.
I'm going to tell you, this right here was the start. This right here, 2 weeks before Summer disappeared, 2 weeks before she disappeared, this is what was going on.
Nothing? Still no sound? Really? Can you hear now? All right.
This right here is what was going on, folks. I cannot stress it enough. This is what was going on. And it wasn't no strangers taking videos in front of a for sale sign. It was Dawn and Candace and Grandis. This is Candace and taking this video. No one else was doing this. This was the mother of Summer Moon Utah Wells. And it's funny that this is just a couple weeks before she disappeared. She definitely looks like she was being coerced in what to do and which directions to be going in.
She was being what?
I don't like that as well. To be going in. She was being coerced.
Coerced. What was coerced?
And she definitely looks like she was being coerced.
See, what I would, if somebody would say, hey, like that person is being coerced, I think that that would mean that you're taking two vehicles to haul one body to a funeral. Coerced. That is what I would think if somebody said, hey, that person's getting coerced. And I was like, okay, double hearses. Coerced. What?
And what to do and which directions to be going in. I don't like that as well. If you take note, she is standing there. And then she turns around and she goes in that direction. And she comes back from that direction. And then all of a sudden, you got this epitome while they're able to come up on your panel. As you see, she comes back from that direction like a runway. Like, models on runways. Now she is directed to go the other direction of a side profile.
A side profile.
And you see she is paying attention. She is listening, obviously getting instruction.
By the way, I don't shoot. Are you there? You may agree with her. I don't. But she's saying that like that basically she's a runway model, and that they're like, I don't believe that at all. Maybe somebody does. I don't.
She's coming back now to square one again and seeing if she's done it right. I'm telling you, this is not kosher. Also, during
Kosher? But she doesn't eat pork?
that time, Don Wells says he was crying because he knew she was disappearing soon.
Like, look at the photos that she brings up.
Also, during this 2 weeks, Don Wells starts driving the vehicle that has Starlink. So it will be a tighter alibi for himself.
Tighter alibi.
When something goes down.
When something goes down, a tighter alibi.
This is my opinion, but I'm telling you, all of this is taking place within the 2-week span that this little girl disappears. Don Wells said out of his own mouth,
What
he said what was tended on June the 15th, he knew had been,
There are people that listen to this and agree or like are invested in her show. Not that they don't find the comedic value in it, which I find tons of it. I mean, look, by the way, she can say what she wants, Summer's Channel, all that stuff. If it really was Summer's Channel, she wouldn't talk the way that she talks, but that's a debate for another day.
executed. It had been taken care of. That came out of his own mouth. That did not come out of PG's mouth. That is Don Wells' own words.
And by the way, I sure sold. Sorry, keep going.
Right? What had been tended had been carried out. When he got home,
I, for the life of me, have no idea. Like, I say stuff. Well, I guess I can't. Like, my vocabulary isn't that good either, at all, and I try to stick with the words that I know are a slam dunk, like that I can get. Like intended. If I don't think that I can get intended right, then I don't say it. I don't call it tended. I don't, like, my grandma kind of does that kind of stuff sometimes. Like, I remember one time, because we're from Northern California, and she's talking to me about, like, at the time, this is when it happened. She was talking about Colin Kaepernick because he was the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers. It has nothing to do with anything political or whatever. None of that. She says to me, she calls Colin Kaepernick. She says, she called him Kaepernickle. She's like, so is Kaepernickle playing today? And I said, who? And then she says, Pumpernickel. And I said, that's a kind of type of bread, isn't it? I said, his name's Kaepernick. And she said, she went from Kaepernick or Kaepernickle to Pumpernickel. Like terrible sidesteps, Grams. But she does that a lot. Sometimes she doesn't even try. Like I felt, and I even say, I said, are you even trying? The other day, once again, she's a big sports fan. She was watching the NBA. And she called Draymond Green. What was it? She called him Graymond. Like he only has one name, like Prince. You know what I mean? She called him Graymond.
June the 15th, he knew what was tended had been carried out. Now people say, oh, I wouldn't make a big deal out of that. Yeah, that's a damn big deal. That is a damn big deal.
Right.
I don't care if you say intended or tended. It's the same.
What?
It's pretended or is a damn big deal. I don't care if you say intended or tended. It's the same. It's premeditated. It was planned.
It's not even close to the same thing because tended, I think you would say like, yeah, I tended to the chickens. I intended to tend to the chickens, but my intentions fell short.
Now, people can fight all they want to fight, but I'm telling you,
How dare you tell me that it's not tended? It's tended or intended.
it came out of his own mouth. His own mouth.
Wait, what? So, do, do, do. It's tended. Valerie says she means premeditated. Yeah, of course. But what she means is what she says are two different things.
And it was a slip of his lip.
Slip of his lip. It's a slip of his lip.
It was a slip of his lip.
Oh, by the way, the one thing that I do appreciate about her, besides the fact that like she's not a real person, is that she's very mean to Dawn. And that's funny to me. But she's not a real person. She's an avatar. She's a church avatar. Slip of the lips. Sucker and succotash.
I do believe that, in my opinion, I do believe Don Wells and Candace together have planned it. I do believe they did plan it. I think Donald and her had set it up. I think they carried and they carried it out. They carried it out. But Candace and Grandis were the ones. They were the ones that were there and let it go down. So I
wait a minute. And I've heard this a lot. And I don't know. How do we know? I've heard this, and for some reason I believe it, but like I don't know any evidence. Is that true? How is that possible? There's no way that she's got the hots for Dawn.
really blame Candace is the mother of this child. I really blame her the most because a mother is supposed to, a mother is dads are supposed to protect their children as well. But mothers are really supposed to protect their children. You are the one that carried that child for 9 months. You are the one that went through everything to have that child. You are the one that
But I see you guys in the chat saying like she had it bad for Dawn. How do we know that? Did she say that?
fed it, took care of it, changed it, learned it.
There's tension there. Trust the women, Josh. There's tension there for show. For show. I'm getting that for show. Sick. It's disgusting. I don't believe it.
walk and talk and potty train and all the
Katie Bug.
good things, right? You were the one there with it the most. You are the one. How the hell could you do something like that?
So is that why she's mad at Dawn now? Oh yeah.
How the hell does a parent sit there and let anyone?
Let's see. I'm not sticking up for Candace, but it only takes a second. A second to do what? What does it only take a second to do? For somebody to kidnap your child? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you mean? Well, first and foremost, appreciate you being here. And it takes much more than a second to do that. I mean, what you said was just a general statement. It only takes a second. That's not true either. It takes more than that. It may not take a lot of time, but it takes much more than a second for a child to wander off, especially when they're in a friggin' basement on top of old Spaghetti Hill with nobody around for miles. You know, not all moms are like Candace. That's true. I agree with that. Moving on.
I don't care if it's the dad, the stepdad, the boyfriend. I don't give a damn who it is. How do you sit there and let someone abuse your child in any way, form, or how? You are a weak piece of shit if you do.
Oh, no.
A weak piece of shit.
Oh, no.
I don't care. I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh, no. Let's try that again.
No, I don't care. A weak piece of shit or a child in any way, form, or how, and let someone abuse you. Give a damn.
Any form or how. Is that a thing? I'm asking for a friend.
Who it is. How do you, the stepdad, the boyfriend, I don't give a damn who it is. How do you sit there and let someone abuse your child in any way, form, or how? You are a weak piece of shit if you do.
In any way, form, or how. So that's not a saying in the South or anything. I'm not from the South, and I promise you, I've heard some stuff from the South that, like my grandma, once again, no relation, and I'm not comparing my grandma to the AI that is PG. She's not a real person. Say what you want. She's not a real person. I don't care what you say. She's not a real person in any way, shape, or form, any way, who or how, what, when, there, that, and
weak piece of shit. I don't care. I'm going to tell you right now. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Wait, did anybody hear somebody in the background?
Tell you.
Listen.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Absolutely not. Absolutely.
That is not a kid's cough. That is not a kid's cough. It's Dawn. Shut up, Kayla. Sick. We're trying to get away from that.
I tell you, there is not a Dick Barn on the face of this earth, and trust and believe me, his daddy is already dead, that I would ever allow to touch or abuse one of my children. You touch and abuse one of my children, by God, you will wish you didn't.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody say that ever. That's super original and a novel thought, really. I mean, we should all feel that way. I've never heard anybody say anything like that before, ever. No one's ever said that they'll reap the whirlwind or, any shape or form house.
You will wish you did not. Don't you fucking even look
Whoa.
or talk to one of my children. Don't look at them. Don't talk to them. You better take your nasty ass and step back. I don't give a damn who you are.
I don't like, I guess I just don't get why, like, what's the point of this?
It ain't happening. And I think every woman should be like that. So if Candace and Grandis did that, I blame her more than I blame anyone.
Here we go.
Because that was her daughter.
Here we go. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is the gnarliness. You can't polish a turd, folks. I understand.
And it was her job to make sure her daughter stayed safe no matter what.
And by the way, I don't disagree with her on that.
No matter what. And in my book, Candace is a bigger piece of shit than her mother will ever be.
It's just so it's super personal. Just like, it's just super, super personal.
Because at least her mother didn't do no dirty shit like that to her. Candace will not ever know what it's like to have her own daughter hanging with her the way she's hanging with her mother. Candace will not ever know what that's like because that's all taken away from her. She lost her first daughter and now she's lost her second one. She will not ever know. And do you think Grandis gives a damn? No, Grandis don't. Grandis don't give a damn about nobody but Grandis. Or she wouldn't have left her 3 children and walked the hell out on them a long time ago, right? Waited for him to grow the fuck up to come back around. So there you go.
Let me see. Hold on. Missy Q, you live in California. Oh, I'm sorry. I lost it. What happened? You live in California. Just lighten up on females. PG has a right to broadcast. It's USA. Is that a real comment or are you joking? I really don't know. I'm not really sure. Is that a real comment or is it a joke? I'm just curious. Sounds like a threat joke. You live in California. Yeah, okay. I do live in California. That's true. Lighten up on females. What's this got to do with females? What's that got to do with female? Like, what does this have to do with females? Really? So that was a real comment. Okay, well.
Moms, get ready because the squares are coming in. Squares are coming in.
By By the way, 98% of my audience is females, including Girth. I can't panel you right now, Girth. My setup is too delicate.
It's coming.
Girls are coming in.
Very nice. I am also a feminist.
Mods, get ready. Mods, get ready because the squares are coming in.
I'm going to tell you a little something about me. All right. On my birth certificate,
Don't say any F's and stuff.
it says that I'm a female
Don't say any F's.
because the nurse that typed it up hit the F instead of the
Then
M.
all of a sudden, you got this epitome. Wow, they're able to come up on your.
I was the
panel.
original.
The squares are coming in.
You know what I'm saying? I was the original. The original. I'm down. It's all good. You're absolutely right. By the way, and at what point, I'm guessing, did you see me say anything about that she does not have the right to broadcast? When did I say that? Did I ever say that? Did I ever say that this was the USSR? And by the way, the USSR, I believe, broke up many years ago. Like a long time ago. She's definitely allowed to broadcast. She knew whatever she wants. She could break dance on the corner on a box for hours if she wants to. I don't give a damn what she does. But I don't know what that means. No, Jay. It's Josh. Jay and Josh are what the yeah, she can broadcast whenever she wants. It's my favorite.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what.
I know Josh is Jay, but like really the three letters were really standing in the way of you. I mean, Jay, like nobody calls me Jay. My name's Josh. I don't like the name Jay. Jay's an actual name. It's Josh.
I look at this woman right here. I look at Candace. And I think,
well, why would you do that? This isn't the USSR. People have a right to have their name spelled the way they want it to be spelled. Come on. You know what I mean? Jelly bean.
what a weak, lazy piece of shit you are. What a weak, lazy piece of shit you are. You could have lived better. You could have lived better on fucking welfare.
Okay, so this is where this is my favorite part of this entire thing. But let me just do this for a second. Comments. Do I have any starred? I thought I starred these. Come on. I guess I didn't. Panel me up for 5 minutes. No. Got another. I can't. Guy loves to panel. It's like his favorite thing. Let's see. Canadian Cookie says, love you, Josh, in every way, form, and how. I love that. Yeah, I get it, but my layout, I really don't want to mess with my layout, Girth.
Then you was living with Don Wells. Allie was living better than Candace Wells as a single mom on welfare. Allie had a nice home. HUD housing, right? HUD housing. Allie had plenty of food in the refrigerator. Food stamps. Allie had it going on. I mean, she fucked it all up too.
That's the part. She's like comparing Candace and Allie. She's like, Allie had it going on, but she frigged it all up too.
Allie had stamps. Allie had it going on. I mean,
let me see. Miss Q. Oh, please stop. I'm from Philly. Get a life, yo. What are you talking about? Get a life about what? What are you talking about? How dare you? How dare you insult me? I have a right to broadcast too. I'm from California.
she fucked it all up too. But she had it going on. Her kids were wearing store-bought clothes, not some thrift store, not some yard sale, but real shit.
Miss Q, I'll do you a favor. All right. I'll stop if you stop. How's that? Pretty sure you're the one that started it.
Her kids were carrying around cell phones. Allie was living a better life than this lazy piece of crap that was hanging around with Don Wells. I gotta thank my husband who works hard
Dude, the PG Dawn impression.
and provides for me and the children. Girl, nobody was providing for them kids. That baby hadn't had one thing to eat that day. One thing to eat. And all she seemed to be eating was dollar store pizzas once a day. Them kids got up every day and went to school. Why? So they could get breakfast and they could get lunch. Because
I know you love me and I love you too. I don't even know. I've never seen you before. This is the very first time I have ever seen you. Ever. I have never seen you before. So there's no way that I could love you. And you're from Philly. So that's another obstacle that I have to overcome. And you call me Jay. So I think that's 3 strikes, really.
knew they wasn't going to get much dinner, if any. Right? Those was the kids sitting at the lunch table saying, are you going to eat that? Can I have it? Because they weren't getting enough food at home. There you go. That is the Wells children. That is the Wells children.
By the way, she doesn't know that, right? I mean, she's just saying stuff.
That's embarrassing. So don't sit there and tell anybody about how your husband worked, Candace, because we don't want to fucking hear it. He worked all right, but he might as well not have worked from what you guys were spending it on. What you were spending it on, he might as well not work at all. Because it sure in the hell wasn't going in the right places. Right? There you go. There's little Summer.
Yeah, she doesn't bring up Tim much.
That's where it all started.
And by the way, I'm only listening to PG. I'm not like I don't really care what she's saying.
You guys, this right here is where it all started. It's where it all started. And it's where they thought they could end up acting like this was taken the day before Summer came up missing.
Yeah, I don't really like, to insinuate that like the kids were at school like begging people to eat. I mean, that's not nice.
But indeed, it was taken a week and a half to 2 weeks before.
She does speak some truth. That's true. I'm not. Trust me. I'm with PG on the Wells case. All right, but everything else, not so much.
That's when Dudley's truck was up there. That's when his truck was up there. Way before Summer came up missing, but during the time they were doing what they needed to do whatever was done.
Wait, what?
On what they need, but during the time they were doing what they needed to do whatever was done. And in the time way before Summer came up missing, but during the time before Summer came up missing, but during the time they were doing what they needed to do whatever was done.
I mean, I think it makes sense, but I'm not sure.
And they decided to use this man. They decided to work this man's ass off, take his money, and then accuse him of doing something that they know damn sure he didn't do because they already knew what had been done. And in my opinion, it's because they did it, right? It's because they did it. But they tried to blame another man for doing it.
What?
This man right here.
I didn't know that was coming. I've never. What the hell is that? I swear I've never seen that. Oh my God. Oh. What the freak is that? Oh my God. I can't. I can't. I literally cannot. And I'm not saying that as hyperbole or exaggeration. I can't. I don't know what I can't, but I can't. Like, it's not possible. What the hell is that? I can't. I've reached the end. I swear to God, I can't do it, dude. I just can't. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I have to go. I have to go. I said I couldn't, and I can't. I can't do it. I swear to God, I can't.
Don't say any absent stuff.
turn back. Straight ladder.
I mean, I really can't. I can't.
Get off.
I can't stay. I gotta go.
I could go into heavy detail. I could go into heavy detail, and I will. And I will go into heavy detail.
Hey now.
Oh my god.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Oh, I'm gonna throw up.